Hi, Dragons. I hope you're all having a great day. I wanted to take just a moment to have a conversation with each of you about a problem we're having at school. What's so interesting about this problem is it's not one that I can solve. It's not one that your teachers can solve. It's something that you can resolve. When I came into each classroom and talked about the strategic plan, we talked about having a culture at our school that is kind, inclusive. And today I want to talk about having a culture that is responsible and takes pride in their school. We are having a problem with kids taking food outside to the playground. There are 3 reasons that we don't want students to do this. The first reason why is because we have so many students at our school that have food allergies. And you might be taking out something to eat that you enjoy, but it could be life-threatening to another student to have that food around them. And you won't have any idea that it's putting your friends or other students in harm's way. So that is the primary reason we don't want to take food out. The second reason would be that eating food outside can be a choking hazard. If you're running or playing or on the jungle gym, things like this, if you're eating at the same time, there's a hazard that you may choke. Sometimes we just eat and swallow and it goes down the wrong tube. And out on the playground, we do have a couple of supervisors, but they're not close enough to see if you were eating something and if you might be having a problem choking. So that's another reason we don't want to take food outside. And last, and just as important, is the fact that our playground is getting so messy. We need to be responsible to follow the rules and to make sure that we're taking pride in our school so that it can continue to be a fabulous school. Now, it's not just somebody else's problem, it's yours. I want you to be the one to remember this rule. And so if a friend forgets, you say, hey, we don't take food outside. Remember, Miss Nichols reminded us of that. If you see someone outside, say, hey, we don't do that. Put that away. Put it back in your pocket or pick up the garbage you just dropped. All right? I want you to know that when we make rules, they're not for everyone else. They are for you as well as everyone. So let's see if we can change this problem, if we can fix this issue so that we won't have food outside. I know you're anxious to go outside right after you eat lunch, but please complete finishing your meal, your snacks during lunch, and don't sneak them down the hallway. It's so disappointing to me when I stand in the hallway and I have to say, go back, take your food back in, go throw it away. I shouldn't have to do that. You're all old enough and responsible enough to remember this rule and to follow it. Now, while I have your attention, I just want to talk about a few other rules we have at the school. Each of you have classroom rules, but school rules are the rules that everyone follows, no matter if they're in their classroom, they're in the halls, if they're going outside, if they're at prep times. So let's remember these few things. First of all, no hats, no gum. Now, you may have earned that opportunity in your classroom. And if you did for a short time, you may wear that hat in your classroom or you may chew gum. But once you leave the room, your hats are off and the gum is thrown away. I am sure many of you have had the unpleasant experience of stepping in gum. And it's a messy, messy, dirty thing to have happen. So let's eliminate that problem from our school so that we don't have gum placed in areas that it shouldn't be. Now, outside, when you go out to play, there are to be no toys brought from home. We're having problem with toys being brought. They get broken, they get dirty, they get lost. There might be fights over them. Someone might steal them. We don't want this to happen at school. So leave those special toys at home where you can enjoy them after school. Again, if you're having a special day that your class has earned to bring a stuffed animal, that stuffed animal stays inside the classroom and does not go outside. The only items outside for playground for recess time should be our balls, our jump ropes, items like that. Now, some of you may not enjoy going out and playing games with balls and jump ropes. You might choose to read a book or to draw or write in a notebook, and you're welcome to do that. Just be sure to bring your items back inside because we don't want to lose, whether that's a library book or a book from home. Those are special items that we need to take care of. So just a reminder again, no toys from home. Now in your classroom, you might argue about what's a toy or what's not a toy. If you're playing with something that's distracting you from your teacher, we're going to call that a toy or something that you're using that's distracting you from learning. So if your teacher says, hey, put that away, that's a toy, she's referring to the fact that it's distracting you from learning and doing your best. Now, I just want to remind you all that I think you're awesome. I love the students at Kaysville. I find such joy in coming to school and that I get to be your principal. I know each of you have the power to make good decisions. I know that each of you can be the one to make a difference. And so I ask all of you to help. Let's solve our problems of having messes with food on the playground. Let's solve our problems with not bringing toys from home, from following school rules. Oh, and one more very important thing. Let's make sure that we're responsible when we use our restrooms. Boys and girls, you know the steps. Get in, get your business done, wash your hands, and get out. Get in, get your business done, wash your hands, and get out. Nowhere did I say lock the doors on all the stalls, vandalize, make a mess with paper towels or toilet paper, leave toilets unflushed, spray water. Boys and girls, you will lose your privileges of being able to go to the bathroom on your own if we can't make sure that we're using these facilities with respect and that we're leaving them clean so that others can use them as well. Please follow the rules. You guys are awesome. That's all I have for you today. So continue to be the fabulous kids that you are. And all I can say is, go Dragons! Have a great day.